I joined Merseyside Police because I wanted to be part of a police service to be proud of.
I've always known that I was due to help people, and if that was taken out of it, then I wouldn't be interested anymore.
It's rewarding because the people I work with are as passionate about what they do as I am.
The amount of positivity they have and the amount of energy they have for saving lives and for caring for people. I think we are heroes. We're heroes in the worst day that anyone's ever going to have.
I was diagnosed with PTSD and I was finding it hard to be as good at my job as I normally am.
I tried really hard for it not to affect my work life, but it did. There was no doubt about it. For being the boss, for want of a better term, on that watch, I almost punished myself.
You know, people talk about the bad jobs and the traumatic jobs, but that wasn't really the case for me. It was a cumulative thing over the years, the drip, drip, drip effect.
For me, it was a sense of hopelessness. I always blamed something else for the reason I was sleeping to midday.
I woke up after being constantly stressed. I felt quite numb and dead inside.
I had a previous military life of 25 years. I got to the top rank. I was a Warrant Officer Class 1 and Regimental Sergeant Major. I'd never really seen death before then, but I realised that I had mental pictures that needed to be addressed, which meant that my life was difficult.
And for me, drink was my release, really, and drink was my solution to everything.
There is a perception that we are strong, and we are strong people, but we might not want to let people know that we need looking after.
I think the stigma was, if you are broken down mentally, then you're useless. You can't come to work.
And in those days, I think that was commonplace. And I thought I was weak. So you do box it away.
And my experiences in the past, watching colleagues literally fall apart in front of my eyes and not knowing what to do about it. And then coming back to work and then apologising. And that's quite distressing to see that.
And my concern was, if we had a real massive trauma on a watch, how would the service support the individuals involved? And thankfully the service listened.
Because of the culture we've worked in for so long, it was just the way we did things. And I haven't seen what it can do to people. We needed to do something about that.
So I approached a senior colleague who I trusted. You know, I admitted that I had a drink problem. And that's the hardest thing and the scariest thing, is to say those words.
But my new management team of the last 4 years were very honest with me. We believe you have had problems in the past. And they said, we will welcome you with open arms.
Because of the nature of our work, we don't know what we're going to be faced with. So to come back to being that forward-facing person again, it's very hard, and that's exactly why you need the support.
That's where my recovery started. So that was 498 days ago.
So to have the Mind Blue Light Champion scheme, it's imperative.
Blue Light Champion is somebody who you can go and speak to if you're feeling in some way ill or on that path.
It helps to know that you're talking to someone who shares the experiences you have.
Providing the environment where they feel comfortable talking about it, and then encouraging them to seek the appropriate help and assistance.
Blue Light Network is there for all Blue Light personnel.
We're a first point of contact to put you on to the next step if you're willing to do it.
I think it's crucial in ensuring that people come forward and recognise that together we can ensure that they are looked after.
Well, things are changing, you know, massively in quite a short period of time. People are really talking about mental health now.
Like me and my Mind Blue Light colleagues, the peer networks, all of the emergency services who are part of this network who will be able to help you, who do understand.
Because this has come from the people who are actually doing the job. We've recognised that the blue light work, the blue light mind work is actually vital.
But I think that's the whole point of having programmes like this. And what they may not realise is there's 1 in 4 people who at any given time in a year will have mental illness.
And if they do seek support, this organisation and the other blue lights organisations will support them. The most important thing is that you're helped.
I've been back on station a week. I had my first person's reported fire call, and that was a big step for me. That was the one I was worrying about the most, how I would react, would I remember everything. So I did it, and I do feel like I've conquered Everest.
I look forward to every hour I'm in work. I wake up every morning feeling happy and lucky to be alive.
Actually, when I walk now outside, I see the colour of the trees, I notice the grass, I smell the flowers. When I tell people the journey I've had, people are saying, so it can come back. Yeah, it can.
I have a little bit of a different outlook on what's important in life. My family, without them, friends, I'm just much more grateful to people now.
I live life much happier. I embrace every day as a new day, and I want to help others now.
If you think you can make a difference, then you've got an obligation to try and do that. And I always felt passionate that I could make a difference, so it's a case of stepping forward.
I became a blue light champion because I needed a blue light champion.
You've got to have the right guidance, you've got to have the right people around you. And I'm very, very proud of how we're moving forward. And I think this is where we needed to be.